Well, I have that nasty content for you today. The type of content that's rotten, stinky good. It makes you smile when the markets are down. So you ready to get up, come on, get down with Chico sickness? Well, you don't have a choice unless you turn us off, because it's time for Chico Crypto. So to begin, we have to go right back to Elon Musk. He started with GameStonk and then WallStreetBets. He shifted to Bitcoin, changing his tagline and his profile to hashtag Bitcoin with the Bitcoin emoji. And at the same time, he dropped this cryptic tweet. In retrospect, it was inevitable. All that's interesting in itself, as I, just 2 days before this, related some of his earlier X.com tweets to him being Satoshi, the creator of BTC. Well, what Elon liked on Twitter after this gets even more interesting. Going to his profile and likes, we can see just this. On January 29th, he liked a Molly Spires tweet. She said, "Hey Elon Musk, we put your quote on the Bitcoin blockchain with the hash and a picture of the quote. In retrospect, it was inevitable." That is forever stamped in Bitcoin history with the Bitcoin blockchain. Kind of like Satoshi's first words when he embedded this in the Bitcoin block back in 2009. 03, January 2009. Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. So Elon goes BTC even more, but that's not even the thing I want to cover this episode. I want to scroll up to his most recent crypto-based like. And as we can see, it's a tweet from Zerion that says, "Now would be a great time to explore a decentralized Robinhood app. Oh wait, it already exists. Trade what you want when you want." And it's a picture of Ethereum and its robust DeFi ecosystem and mapping it back to its centralized finance counterparts. So number one, that is big for Zerion, the DeFi portfolio builder and manager, which lets you invest in indexes in-app, swap in-app, save with DeFi protocols in-app, get into liquidity pools, and borrow through DeFi protocols all in one place for DeFi. It's the next iteration of finance, the decentralized version. Finance 1.0, they're so scared of this. So what am I bringing this up for? Elon liking Zerion and Ethereum DeFi. Well, number one, you should probably use Zerion as it's a tokenless application. And as we know, airdrops are the hot trend, as I've been covering the ones that are the hot ones, doing the drops before they happen. Uniswap, 1inch, Badger, Dig, Mirror, and more. So I'm predicting Zerion's airdrop is right around the corner. Why? Well, all the way back in August of last year, 1 month even before Uniswap started the airdrop trend, Zerion said this on Twitter. "If you are wondering, Zerion token is not out yet. If you see any in the wild, that's likely a scam. Their token is not out yet." That was over 6 months ago, a half a year ago. They said a token was coming. It just wasn't out yet. And I would say with the recent Elon hype for Zerion, it would be a good time to get that token launched. Remember, it wasn't only Robinhood that went down during last week's craziness. Also, Coinbase went down, the centralized avenue for crypto trading. What did Zerion call themselves with this October 2020 blog post? The decentralized Coinbase. So now is the time for their token as the Coinbase IPO nears, and an airdrop to Zerion users is how I predict they will do it. Of course, links for the Zerion app are below. But that's just a possible Elon hyped airdrop. Let's get into some cryptos which are trading right now. So I've been bullish on crypto indexes for a while now, covering some of the DeFi protocols doing just that, token-based index funds. Now, what's going on with Finance 1.0 and the breakdown of that? Crypto index funds are going to get a real good look from the outside in. That includes the one I have covered and still hodl, Index and PiDAO. But today is about a new and newer ones. One I haven't covered and two I covered late last week. So let's begin with a new, and it's called none other than Index.Finance. So why does this one interest me? Well, it just hit the scene to compete with tokenized indices. And going to Zerion, which nicely tracks indexes, sorting by top performing indexes over 30 days, and it's their DeFi 5 indice. Then going to Index Finance dashboard, we can see it's pretty damn slick. And the DeFi 5 isn't their only index. They also have the Crypto Top 10, which contains top 10 large cap ERC20 based DeFi assets within it, like Uniswap, Chainlink, Yearn, and more. And finally, if you check out the categories for those two indices, they both have a healthy market cap, meaning people are investing in them, and the volume is growing into the millions for each, meaning trading is being built around them. And the fees, it's generating fees through the application. In the under 30 days since launch, they have respectively generated over 180K and 130K each. Now, Indexed is a DAO-based index protocol, and their governance dashboard is sweet and clean. This means the token holders vote on the protocol changes, including adding new indexes, changing indexes, weights, smart contracts, and more. DAOs, they are the next wave for decentralization, and I'm superbly bullish on all three, Index, NDX, and DOE. But since these are DAOs and votes do need to happen for things to go through, wouldn't it move slower than if it was just a single person running that index or fund who could make a change to that index automatically without approval? And that's where this newer token comes in, the one I recently covered, dHedge. Now, dHedge and the protocol itself is a DAO and governed by the token holders, dHT. But that is the app and smart contracts itself, not the indexes. Those are built by people and they have managers. As we can see, dHedge has a leaderboard for the top pool indexes, and they have a manager, aka the person creating the strategy for the pool. And creating a pool with dHedge is oh so simple. You just go to Manage Pool, create new pool, and we will call this the 32 ETH 1 BTC tracking pool. Remember that strategy I spoke of? 32 ETH and 1 Bitcoin have been tracking each other for some time, but imbalances happen where one becomes more valuable than the other. But equilibrium comes back after some time, so a good strategy would be to invest in the other when you see one outvaluing it. And you can do that with dHedge since it's built on synthetic assets and the synthetic protocol. Since 32 Ethereum is worth over $41,000 right now, and 1 BTC is about $32,000, you could set the strategy to buy Bitcoin and buy inverse ETH. Inverse ETH is a synthetic asset that would gain value in Bitcoin if the ETH to BTC ratio goes down, and BTC gains against ETH. Also, just buying Bitcoin in that situation would be a good idea too. Different combinations can also be built off of this. Right now it's just cryptos, commodities, currencies, indices, and inverses, but as we know, equities like stonk soon. And these hedge funds, the dHedges, are the quickest to act to changing market conditions. And a really cool underlooked feature / program of dHedge is their performance mining program, earning their dHT tokens for investing in top performing pools, which those rewards are automatically tracked in app. Going to their summary on this, it started in December and is a 3-month trial. We're coming to the end of January, aka about a month left. So this is a great way to earn their tokens that is underlooked, and it rewards good managers as they earn fees from the pools they create. More people using their pool due to the rewards, the more fees the pool managers earn. So I've been covering tokens, indices, and the decentralization of funds so far. Once this wave catches on to the Finance 1.0 norms, it's going to be a sweet sight to see. But what about once the norms get here and they have many of these crypto tokens? How are they going to learn about yield and all the farming strategies that can be employed to maximize gains? Farming, it's complex, it's complicated to pick the best. If only there was a project who could set the strategies for you. Oh wait, there is one. A newer one I recently covered too, and that is yAXIS. Going to their live application, they have meta vaults, which you deposit into, and they do the farming for you, distributing the rewards to the pools and the owners. It's token farming for the token holder who doesn't have the time or knowledge to do it. And that is something that is going to be much needed as this market accelerates and the normie onboarding kicks into overdrive. All of these DeFi products will be needed by the norms, just like how Zerion showed to Elon. Cheers, I'll see you next time.